Shalom. Want to start off by giving all glory, praises, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the brothers that teaching His truth and sincerity. And shalom to the hopeful elect, the 1/3, and sincere listeners. All right. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai being the name of His Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right, this gospel is truth, is everything. This message is for the Israelites, who are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and the ones scattered abroad that may look like the other nations, but your spirit resonates with this truth, this gospel, this truth, this salvation, kingdom, the glory is for you. All right. And I have this article here. I'm gonna call this video. I'm gonna call this title or the topic pretty much the dark origins of the Hudson Bay Company. Right now, if you're aware, here in Canada, Hudson Bay is probably one of the largest companies here in Canada. For not now, but like for a time they were, if not still are. Or, all right, but going back to their history, they were the Hudson Bay Fur Trade Company. And so what they would do is they would trade, or they would pretty much trap the animals and sell the fur of the animals. Ship it back to England, Europe, whoever needed it. Basically, mainly in Europe. All right, they would trap the animals here in Europe, get their fur, and sell it back to Europe mainly. Right. But in the process of that, you see what I'm saying? In the process of all those things, we all know whose land this was, right? We know whose land this was. This land belonged to the Native Americans, the indigenous people of this land, who would go back to the tribe of Gad, and Gad makes up one of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, right? And so we know what happened in the process. Okay, they said that this company was incorporated in 1670. Okay, so we know this was a time where Esau was pretty much Esau Edom, the so-called white man, was pretty much forcing his dominance on the nation of Israel. Okay, whether it be from the southern kingdom, which was you Negroes, there in America. Okay, and or you Gadites, you Reubenites, right? You Native Americans and Seminole Indians. Okay, so we know this was a time where serious destruction and pretty much quote unquote slavery of the tribes was taking place, and war, different methods and means of war, whether it be through what do you call it, biological warfare, right? Germ warfare, right? To wipe you Native Americans out, because you Native Americans, right? You had a so-called strong immune system based on how you lived, right? The foods you ate. You were a clean people. You were a clean people, right? They want to call you guys savages, but that's a damn lie. You knew how to take care of yourself. You know how to take care of your bodies, your families, the land. You also knew how to take care of not only just the land, but to be one with the land, to be one with the animals of the land, right? You knew when to hunt, when not to hunt, how much to hunt, when to hold back. You had knowledge of these things, whereas the so-called white man, he thought that there was an unlimited resources of all these things. You see what I'm saying? That's why in Europe they're actually running out of beavers to fucking hunt for the waterproof fur, and that's why the trade over here in the Americas was so big, especially here in Canada, because they wanted that waterproof fur that they can get from the fur of the beavers over here, right? And not even just beavers, but just the fur of all animals, man. But they do a mass poaching, man, for these animals, man. They don't consider, man, that they gotta reproduce, they gotta grow, They gotta, eat and, expand, man. They don't consider these things. There's a whole ecosystem involved. And Esau, he just fucks everything up when it comes to the ecosystem of this earth. He's not one with the earth. Okay? That's what this devil is about. He's not one with the earth. And now he's reaping what he sows. Not so humble beginnings, but a very humble end, man. The Hudson Bay Company is going to be destroyed by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And right now it's going down, man. If you're so big and bad and bold and great, why can't you maintain this your company? You should be able to maintain your dominance and your rule of oppression. All right, maintain that rule of oppression, my nigga. But guess what? Part of the reason why you're not maintaining that rule of oppression is because you're not oppressing anymore, man. You've actually incorporated DEI tactics into your company, and DEI doesn't work for you. Just be the devil that you are, man. If you're gonna be the devil, man. Don't be the fake devil. Be the devil, man. To where people know that you are the devil. Devil just means deceiver. Okay? Antagonist, Satan, adversary, against, to be against. Okay, that's what you are. You're against the Israelites. So be the devil, man. Be Satan. It's all in your veins, man. Apostle Gabar did a video. Let that hate flow through all your rotten veins. That racism. Let that racism and hate flow all through your veins, man. Let it flow, man. Be the devil that you're meant to be. You know you have those thoughts. We're here. The Israelites are here to tell you to be the devil, man. Don't hide it. So let's read this article and then bring out some scriptures, and then I have something on Deep Seek as well. Then we'll close up. All right. So it says here, Toronto, despite holding out hope, it can avoid a full shutdown. Hudson Bay says it's planning an immediate liquidation that would begin next week and wrap up in June. In late Friday announcement, Canada's oldest company, yes, the oldest company, not the biggest, but the oldest, Canada's oldest company said it couldn't secure the necessary financing to keep at least some of its empire alive. Exactly, that's exactly what it is, the empire. All right, this whole system set up. Canada is an empire. America is an empire. It's an Edomite empire, so-called white man empire. They're trying to mask it off as democracy and all this crap. It's a kingdom ruled by the Edomites, so-called white man, so-called white race. All right. A closure of the entire business, which is planned pending a court appearance set for Monday. And ain't that poetic justice, man? Because of the ill-gotten gains, because of how you we gotta get that, man. James 5. Misuse. James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Why are their riches corrupted? Because how do they get these riches? They got these riches through lies, deceit, robbery, murder, right? Defiling of the land. It's going to go into it as well. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as yet with fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. And this is a witness and a testimony against you, man. Okay, everybody knows the dark history and origins of the Hudson Bay Company, man, because they teach you that in elementary school if you're here in Canada. Okay, but they try and breeze past it and breeze by it. Tell you about fucking explorers, all right, and all these weak ass Edomites, devils, so-called white people, right? They try and breeze by it, but we got the full truth now, man. Because you want to control the narrative through your school systems and all these things. The Lord's taking away all that power now, man, because the Israelites are on the scene, and we're here breaking down the truth and sincerity, man, waking up our people, man. Okay, putting that vibration of truth out there. Okay, that's it. And you can't do nothing against the truth. All right, it just cuts you in your veins. That's it. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth, and being wanton, ye have nourished your hearts as in the days of slaughter, right? You lived in pleasure. You so-called white people, you lived in pleasure off of the wickedness that you've done, the ill-gotten gains, right? The rottenness, right? You lived in pleasure. You don't consider you're not in trouble as other men, right? You think, oh, I was able to get this. Why can't you? Right? You'll Edomite pride or white pride, right? Right? You being the devil. Okay. Not everybody comes from the same upbringing, man. Not everybody has the same, That's what you Edomites think that, man. But you're just the devil, and we know you're the devil. You're mad that we're exposing you because you are the devil. All right, we know you're the devil. All right, so be the devil, man. Okay, don't hold back anymore, man. Be the devil. Be the devil, devil. you know. It says, "Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts, as in the day of slaughter. Ye have condemned and killed the just." Who's the just? The Israelites, man. Every last one of you Israelites are the just. Okay? Whether you be to the 2/3, you're still of the just. Okay? You're the righteous, man. Okay? And he doth not resist you. And he doth not resist you. Yeah, you can't. You're infatuated with the Israelites, man. You can't do nothing without us, man. You hate us so much, but you need us, right? And you need us. You want us to be like you, man. That's why you're so infatuated with us. So when you see us not moving like you get scared, right? You want us to be moving like niggas like you, because you so-called white people are niggas, all right? The Hudson Bay Company was full of niggas. That's how it started, with niggery, all right? You want to claim, oh, black people are murderers, black people are this. No, nigga, you're the murderer. The so-called white man is the murderer, a robber, a stealer. That's who the fuck you are. You're a nigger, okay? And nigger doesn't, if an Edomite roll up on me and call me a nigger, I'd laugh in his fucking face, man. Because he's the nigger. That's the joke. I call him a nigger right the fuck back. Okay? Because he's really black. He's black all on the inside, man. His spirit is black. He's all about blackness. All right? All projection, man. Calling us black. Esau's just a fucking projector, man. Okay? When you see these Edomites trying to point out Jake, YN this and YN that, usual suspects, they're the fucking usual fucking suspects on a grander scale, man. Okay? So don't let these devils try and trick you out of your spot and your position, man. These guys are the devils that the Bible speak of, man. Straight up and down. Okay? Let's get back to this article now, man. Let me get one more scripture, actually. Let's see. Yeah, Proverbs 12:26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. And the way of the wicked is a so-called white man. He's the wicked. All right, we're righteous. The Israelites, we're righteous by nature. We want to do right by nature, but through our surroundings and our, being a product of your environment, you become wicked. And that's all set up by the devil. Where if you weren't such the devil that you were, you would set up you don't want people to commit crime and robbery, then you would have a standard of living to where everybody's living good, man, and right and upright. But you're a hypocrite. You want crime, robbery, murder, and all these things, and you want to have a face of crime and blame the Israelites, so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, right? You're the devil, man. You have nothing to say to us, man. We're exposing you, man. You're on trial right now. You Edomites are on trial. And I'm glad this is happening to Hudson Bay Company. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai that you're getting fucked up now. Okay? It's letting us know this company is done. A closure of the entire business, which is planned in court, set for Monday, would mean job losses for 9,364 employees. The company has in Canada across its Hudson Bay stores, as well as 3 Saks Fifth Avenue stores and 13 Saks Fifth off locations it owns through a licensing agreement. Though the situation looks bleak, the company said it remains optimistic it can drum up capital to find a solution with the key stakeholders, particularly its landlord partners, to avoid full shutdown. Okay, well, it doesn't have to be, regardless. The fact that this is happening is a shame unto your company. Whether you guys can pull through it or not, who gives a fuck? Okay, this is a shame unto you devils, man. All right, but it's poetic justice, as I said. Um, I don't give a fuck what the bitch said. The department store chain dates back to 1670 and now spans 80 stores. Hudson Bay said it plans to sell off its assets over the coming month, pending court approval, which could include auction process of if it receives multiple qualified bids. Man, you guys get the point, man. I don't need to get into it too much. If you want to read the article, you can. Okay, because at the end of the day, you get the point. I'm not gonna bore you with this crap. All right, because you devils, you're going down, man. Habakkuk 2:1. Um, Let me start at 4, so I guess get to the point. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Okay, the soul that which is lifted up is not upright. That's you so-called Edomites. All right, but the soul that is just, that's the Israelites who are gonna live by faith through Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, right? You so-called white people, you never stayed in the borders of your own land, okay, which was the land of Edom. You wanted to travel and go far and expand and pretty much take the lands of others. All right, you go into the land of others and say that you discovered it, being the devil that you are. You're proud, right? The Lord detests the proud. He hates pride. Okay, he yeah, also because he transgressed it by wine, philosophies. Okay, through your vain philosophies. Okay, that pretty much the Lord had set up Satan for you to think that way, and do whatever witchcraft and sorcery that you put your leg and to have a shoulder to stand on, so to speak. It says that who enlargeth his desire is hell and is death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. Right? You're not satisfied till you conquer everybody. And that's exactly what you did. Okay, the Lord allowed you to do that, man. Okay, we're men here. We can accept when we got defeated, so to speak. But we're gonna win at the end. That prophecy of Gad. Okay, let's get that prophecy with Gad. That applies to all the tribes, man. Okay, you know, obviously it applies to Gad because this is exactly what happened, right? These damn devils, Hudson Bay Company, you know. Genesis 49:19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. All right, so that's what happened to you, you Gadites. That's why you see everywhere you go, you Gadites, Native Americans, you know, especially in Canada, wherever they are actually, they're drunk, they're strung out on drugs, they're, you know, walking around the cities drunk, wherever they are, they're fucked up, man. But guess what? They're gonna overcome that and beat these devils, man. All right, and that's gonna apply to all the tribes, man. You know, we're gonna all overcome this devil, man, because he took us over. He took us all over, bro. You know, we're gonna get our get back through Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai is gonna come and defend us, man. Our big brother. Okay, and you Israelites that don't want that to happen, the Lord's gonna kill you, niggas, man. All right, you Israelites that don't want your Yahweh Shai to reign over you. All right, so-called black man to be your king. All right, to rule over the heathen, to judge your oppressors. The Lord's gonna kill you, nigga. All right, the Lord's not playing around with coon ass niggas, kumbaya, can we get along ass niggas, man? You niggas need to die. We don't need you. You niggas are weak. We don't need you in our battle, man. We need you out of the way, man. Sell out coon ass niggas. The Lord's gonna destroy you niggas, man. Cause we hate niggas too, man. We hate the so-called white man. We hate you niggas too. Fucking guys. Verse 6, shall not all of these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? Damn. And that's you devils, man. Everything that you got, it was never yours, man. So the Lord said, death unto you, destruction unto you. That when you increase in things that's not yours, he said that destruction unto you, man. Okay, so how long is this gonna last? Well, we're seeing the end of this so-called white man's kingdom, man. All these different quote unquote white nations arguing with each other, right? Canada against America, or Slovakia, and vice versa. America against Canada, America against the EU nations, right? These are all Edomite, so-called white countries, Western powers, so to speak, and they're going head to head, and they can't agree and they can't get along. And I love it. I love to see the so-called white man, beefing each other, man. Just like how they love to see the so-called black man beefing with each other. I love to see the so-called white man beefing each other, because that lets us know that your kingdom is going down. Okay? You guys can't agree for shit. Our kingdom, it ain't gonna be like that. Everybody's gonna be in agreement, man. Okay? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, shall they not rise up suddenly, that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. And that's right, man, because you're a bloody man. The so-called white man, he's a bloody man. He's all about violence, murder, robbery, anything you name it, man. The so-called white man does it to perfection. Any crime, he does it to perfection, man. Vile, wicked crime, man. Wicked acts. Job 4 and 8. Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity, wickedness, and sow Salaki, and sow wickedness, reap the same. Right? You reap what you sow, man. Okay? You're gonna get that. You're gonna get what you deserve. The Lord is long suffering in judgment, man. And the Lord's timing is different than ours, man. Okay, so you devils, you think that you're gonna skate into the sunset, man. You niggas is panicking right now, man. All right, World War III is at the door. You don't know what the fuck to do. You see the chariots, man. You're buckling, man. Knees buckling, scared as ever. Can't control the narrative when certain shit pops up on the earth. You niggas are done, man. Because the prophets are on the scene, man. We're sure of what we believe, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. That's why you niggas is trembling, man. Great fear fell upon them. That for when they saw them that stood up on their feet, man. Yeah, how the fuck did these niggas get the truth? They want to know. They want to know. It's all of the Lord. You're not spiritual. That's why you can't understand these things, man. You know? Yeah, let me just get this from let me see. Let's just get this. I had asked DeepSeek about some, if they can please go into the dark origins of Hudson Bay Company in Canada, how they slaughter, I gassed it, but slaughter native indigenous people to become successful, and source articles online if possible. So I got DeepSeek to source what they had found. So the Hudson Bay Company, founded in 1670, played a central role in Canada's colonial history, with its operations deeply intertwined with the exploitation and disposition of indigenous peoples, while direct accounts of large-scale massacres by HBC are not widely documented. Its legacy is marked by systemic harm through disease, resource extraction, cultural disruption, and complicity in colonial violence. Below is an overview of these impacts supported by historical context and scholarly sources. All right. So it was able to source different books for me, and that's what makes this justifiable, like credible Slovakia. So let's read. European contact facilitated by trade networks like the HBC introduced devastating epidemics, smallpox, measles to indigenous communities. So that does go into the slaughter, man. That's germ warfare. While there is no conclusive evidence that HBC intentionally, are you fucking kidding me? You guys know you did. So that's how you know this is the devil's speech. It is what it is. You know. But let's see. This is just devil speech, man. You know how the devil is. No conclusive evidence to say that they did it intentionally. Well, we all know they did, man. Okay? The devils were disgusting. It's just that they were already used to the disgustingness. So the Gadites, they weren't. The Native Americans, some of them, they weren't used to that shit. So when they came in contact with you devils, they got fucking sick, man. Because you guys are pathetic. It says resource exploitation and ecological disruption. Salakia, let me cite the source. Fenn EA 2001, Pox Americana, the Great Smallpox Epidemic of 1775-82, Hill and Wang. Okay? Resource exploitation and ecological disruption. The HBC's fur trade monopoly pressured indigenous trappers to overharvest, destabilizing ecosystems and traditional economies. This source curse forced dependency on European goods, undermining self-sufficiency. Devil, more devilry. Okay? How do you deny this? Okay? Source Ray A. J. Indians in the fur trade, their role as hunters, trappers, and middlemen. Okay? Because yeah, they had the skill to do it. All right, the so-called Native Americans, they had the skill to do it, but they never it wasn't in their spirit to over harvest these things. Okay? You devils, you needed this shit wholesale, so you wanted everything. Anything you saw moving that had fur, you wanted it gone, man. If you saw squirrels with fur, you wanted that fucking squirrel fur, nigga. Because you're the devil. Alright? 3. It says land disposition and colonial expansion. The HBC's 1670 character granted it control over Rupert's land, 5 million kilometers square, dispossessing indigenous nations without consent. This laid the groundwork for settler colonialism. Okay? The 1870 transfer of Rupert's land to Canada enabled to number treaties which coerced indigenous nations into surrendering land. Okay? The source, Truth and Reconciliation Commission of Canada. Isn't that fucking ironic? Oh, okay, I guess because of that new shit. So this came out in 2015. So I don't know how new Truth and Reconciliation Day was, or is when they brought that day to commemorate Native Americans. But it all goes back to witchcraft and Esau controlling the narrative. All right, wearing of the orange and all that crap. All right, but it's all cited, man. Violence and conflicts. While HBC did not orchestrate large-scale massacres, its activities fueled tensions. Shut the fuck up, devils. Okay, because what? They would hire subcontractors, and through that, everybody had guns and shit on them back then. Come on, bro. And men are men. Men are gonna get into it. You see what I'm saying? So don't play dumb. You guys are dumb, man. And your blessing was the sword. The Lord was with you, devils, man. But don't lie about it. Don't lie about your past. You should be able to stand on business about your past, but you can't because it's a shameful past. Because now you're supposed to be some quote unquote good person now, right? All of a sudden, now that you have everything under God's on God's green earth, right? The fatness of the earth. Now you're just good now, right? You guys, don't fall. And that's the problem with our people, man. They fall for this devil's falsehoods, man. You know. Anyway, source Bumstead JM 1999, the Red River Rebellion. Watson and Dwyer. Cultural disruption and assimilation. The HBC normalized colonial governance, enabling policies like residential schools, woo, while not directly involved in cultural genocide. Okay, devil. Its economic model supported systems that eroded indigenous sovereignty. Scholar Toby Morans highlights HBC's role in undermining indigenous autonomy. The white man's gonna getcha. Gonna get you. The white man's gonna get you. 2002. And that's exactly what it is, man. He went to every island line and you name it, man. He's gonna get you. And you gotta bow down to his ways. Anyways, let's see what the devil's saying now. Conclusion. The HBC's success was built on colonial system that dispossessed, exploited, and indirectly devastated indigenous communities through disease, ecological stress, and cultural erosion. While direct slaughter is less documented than systemic harm, its role as a colonial institution remains inseparable from Canada's history of indigenous oppression. And that's why you Native Americans, you Gadites, all right, you Seminole Indians, all right, which are the tribe of Reuben, y'all need to wake up to who the devil is. All right, the elect of you will, the rest of you won't. And if you don't wake up, the Lord's going to have to kill you himself. You know, if you don't want to come back to your truth, then, you know, the great spirit, Yahweh, okay? You don't want to turn back to the great spirit, Yahweh, okay? The Lord's going to have to kill you, all right? Because you guys are Israelites of the tribe of Gad and the tribe of Reuben, okay? So if you're getting this message, you're seeing this video, repent, turn back to the Lord, repent to the fact that you're Israelite. All right, and with that, I'll say shalom. Lord will, you're edified, until the next one.